Crean, and I'm here with Roman Santinello.
How you
and
doing?
We're both going to be hosting the red carpet tonight. So how are you feeling?
Interviewing a bunch of people?
Yeah, it's very exciting.
I'm feeling good, you know.
I'm feeling good.
A little nervous, but we got the balloons, and the balloons are extremely comforting.
So how many years have you been the chair of the Morris Educational of the MEF?
This is my first year, and I've been a volunteer for 5 years now, but this is my first year as chair.
And compared to your years as a volunteer, how does your years as chair sort of like compare to that?
We have a great team. Our board is about 25 people, and we have a lot of great committees that do a lot of wonderful work. Morristown OnStage is one of the committees, and it's just a great group to be involved with. So I would say not much different when you have a great team around you.
That's awesome. Do you have anyone in particular you're rooting for tonight?
All of the talented finalists. We're just very excited for all of them to really perform at their best and have a wonderful experience. And we feel like that's why everybody keeps coming back year after year. You never knew the new talent that shows up in Morristown.
Because it really is a different experience every year, right?
It is. The mix of finalists is different every year. This year we have a lot of bands, and we have a lot of very talented under 18 contestants.
Yeah.
No, I'm very excited. Well, thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thank you. I just want to thank everyone for being here tonight.
Of course, thank you so much for talking with us. We have Sanjana, one of the performers tonight.
How you feeling tonight, Sanjana?
Nervous, very nervous, and excited.
You look so great. I love your dress. You look so pretty.
All right, so
Couple questions for you.
Yeah, we did get a little bit of information about you before you came up, and it says here that you started your musical journey at 4. Is that correct?
So I started playing piano at 4, and I also started singing at 4 too.
That's incredible. How would you say that your musical journey has how would you say that? How would you say that you have pursued your musical journey since that age? What has grown? How has your interest grown from that?
Well, I started really young, so it was a lot of trying to be perfect from a really young age. So then as I got older, I started to really dislike music. And then as I got older and I realized it's okay to not be perfect all the time, I started to really get into it and become passionate about it and what I do.
You sort of learned to love it for yourself, you would say?
Yeah, definitely.
So we also got a little bit of background information that you have a lot of different hobbies. So you do art, cross country, you're a black belt. That's very impressive. What makes piano specifically very special to you?
It's just kind of the way you feel when you're playing. Something about just playing gets you so excited, and you really feel it within yourself just playing. And I feel like I've never really connected to a hobby more than I have with the piano, especially since I've been doing it my whole life. So it's just something that really resonated with me.
That's very cool.
And as a musician, would you say that there are any other musicians that have sort of played a key role in influencing your path throughout the years?
Definitely Billy Joel, obviously, as I'm playing. I feel like his song was one of the first I played that really made me feel good about the piano. I played Piano Man, obviously. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And just something about playing it made me feel really into pursuing different types, rock and playing jazz and stuff like that. So all that kind of really influenced me a lot.
And it says we've heard that you're performing New York State of Mind tonight.
Yeah.
Right? As on piano and vocally, so you'll be singing and playing.
Yeah.
That's very impressive. I have so much respect for people who do that. What made you want to perform this piece specifically?
Honestly, I a couple months ago, a long time ago actually, I heard the intro of the song, and it's really cool. It's really jazzy and fun. So I kind of learned it on my own and took it to my piano teacher. She was like, "Okay, cool. Now learn the whole thing and learn to sing with it." So I did that, and then after playing it for family and close friends, my teacher obviously, they were like, "Oh yeah, you should take this to a bigger audience, level up the way I've been performing really." So then I auditioned for this, and that really made me want to play it.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us today. Hello, Ella. How are you doing tonight? I love your hair. I love the little purple.
I love your hair too. We're purple.
Thank you. We're matching with the purple today. All right. Music has obviously been a very crucial part of your life. How were you first introduced to music?
So I've really just been around music my whole life since I was little. My family is just very musically oriented, especially my sister. So I kind of just followed in her footsteps, and we did choirs together and did all the school music stuff, which kind of just led us to where we are today.
And coming from a very musically oriented family, who would you say is another musician that sort of very much influenced your path going down the road?
Yeah, sure. So my dad is a drummer, so he's definitely introduced me to more 80s rock kind of vibe. And then my mom is a horrible singer, but she has really good music taste. So always kind of growing up just around always good music playing in the house. You don't really realize how much it influences you until you're oh wait, I know that song. So.
And correct me if I'm wrong, this is your second year performing at Morristown OnStage?
Yes, it is.
What made you want to come back a second time after performing? Was it last year? It was last year, right?
Yeah.
Last year.
I mean, there's just always room for improvement, and I think I just try to take every opportunity possible because it just really helps me grow as an artist. So I think just being able to perfect your craft even more and come back even better always is just, it's a great thing to do.
And as someone who is performing a second time, what advice would you give to someone who is thinking about performing themselves?
Yeah, sure. I mean, YOLO, you know what I mean? Just like
Very true.
I mean, like, cause I always got so nervous, but I think really just pretending like you're somewhere else. Like I pretend like I'm in my bathroom, which is kind of weird, but it's calming. Not to look at people like in the eye. Like I just kind of look out to like lights that blind me, because it's definitely less nerve-wracking to do that. So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming down. We wish you the best of luck tonight.
Before I forget, we were supposed to give you a bag.
Oh, yeah, we are supposed to give
We forgot
you
to
a
give
bag.
Sanji. So you have a little goodie bag.
No way.
Pretty sure there's a fidget spinner in it.
The fidget
That's
spinner
one of the
is
things.
definitely
Yeah.
the best part.
Might have to fidget with it.
Exactly.
We were kind of playing with it before. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and best of luck tonight.
Thank you guys so much.
So how are you doing tonight?
I'm pretty nervous, I'm not gonna lie.
And I know this, but I don't know if our viewers at home know this, but you're performing with the jazz ensemble tonight?
I am, yes, I'm their vocalist.
Is this your first year being the vocalist for the jazz ensemble?
This is my first year being the vocalist, yeah.
And what sort of drove you to the jazz ensemble as opposed to, I assume you're in the play, of course.
Yes, I am.
So as opposed to the play, what sort of drove you to the jazz ensemble to sort of be a part of their new experience?
Well, I've always liked jazz, and I saw the jazz ensemble last year in their concerts and stuff, and I was interested. But Mr. Beadle, who's the director, actually approached me this year and asked me to be their vocalist.
That's amazing.
That's very. And have the rehearsals been going well? I know we have a couple of friends from our broadcasting club who are also in it.
Yeah. Rehearsals have been going really well. I don't usually have to stay the whole time, which is pretty nice. I get to go home and and work on my own
Take a
stuff.
break.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
of course. I'm pretty busy. Usually on Tuesdays I have theater, and then I have costumes for theater, and then I have jazz band, and then I'm part of the MPAC company here also. So it gets a little busy, but
Nice.
So what first made you start singing?
honestly, I don't know. I've been singing. I've been singing since I can remember.
Lifelong thing.
Yeah.
All right, well, best of luck tonight. You guys are going to do great. I know I'm personally rooting for you guys.
Yeah.
And before I forget again, I feel so bad about it.
We got goodie bags. We got goodie
bag.
bags.
You get a goodie bag, and there's a fidget spinner in there, and that's been our favorite.
To get hip with the kiddos. Exactly.
We were not playing with them before we started.
All of them. Yeah,
Of course not.
We got
Very professional here.
professionals.
Very professional
Yeah.
over.
Well, best of luck to you, Julia.
Best of luck. Have a good night. What's the name of the song you're performing tonight?
I don't want to be you anymore.
And what made you want to pursue that song?
I've always loved Billie. She's just a powerhouse for our generation, I think. So yeah.
Do you have any other musicians besides Billie Eilish that's been an inspiration to you?
Oh yeah, I love Lizzie McAlpine, who's just getting blown up. I don't know. Yeba, I love Queen. I love like literally anything. I love Elvis. I'm a weirdo. I don't know. I love everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You seem to have a pattern with artists that genuinely just make you feel something as you listen to their music.
Yeah.
Is there, out of all the artists that you did sort of mention now, do you feel that there is maybe one or two of them that really just sort of pull at your heartstrings?
We said we weren't going to do
I
that.
love that. Liz McAlpine by far. Her lyrics are heart-wrenching, and I'm a songwriter too, so she just means a lot to me. And yeah, because her voice is just so freaking good. So
Nice.
What made you want to audition for Morristown on stage?
my friend Ella, who I know was up here like
2 seconds ago.
2 seconds
2
ago,
seconds ago.
yeah. So I saw her last year, and she was like, "If you don't do this, I'm kidding. No." She was like, "You need to do this," and I was like, "Okay, gladly."
Yeah.
That's sorry.
She was telling us before that her advice to any other performer would just be to, in her own words, YOLO, which we found very surprising, but
Yes.
obviously you sort of took that advice.
Ella, that
sounds
sounds
like
like Ella. That's her. Yeah, I know.
Well, thank you so much for coming down. We're definitely rooting for you tonight. Best of luck. And before you go,
We have a goodie bag.
we do have goodie
Oh my
bags.
God, I'm grabbing the goodie bags. Got a goodie bag. And there's a fidget spinner in there. We love the fidget
We
spinners.
love fidget spinners.
They're so good.
We love to hear it.
Best of luck tonight. Let's see, and our sponsor of the red carpet, because I feel like we need to say it at least
We
once.
do.
The
Linder.
Linder family.
The Linder
I'm
family.
so sorry. Have generously sponsored our red carpet here tonight, and be sure, if you are not subscribed to Colonial Corner, we just reached 1,000 subscribers, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't already.
So you're like, how's this experience just sort of been?
Honestly, this is, I don't know, after watching Morristown on stage for so many years, and now that I'm a part of it, like, when I used to come here to like watch, I used to be like, I want to talk on the red carpet. I want to be interviewed.
We want to
on the
be
red
them.
carpet. And now we are them. Now we are the interviewers. And
So
that's
like what,
very
5 years
cool.
later?
5 years later, yeah. Have you seen one before? Have you seen?
What, red carpet?
No, Morristown on stage.
I saw one in like 2015. Remember sitting there. I was very scarred from that day, actually. I saw my first Morristown on stage, 2015. I got Reese's Cups at the snack stand.
Yo, Reese's Cups.
But that's.
New Love City coming down. All right, time to move down.
And here we have New Love City
Love
coming
City.
down to the red carpet.
We have Malachi and Glenn, right? We sang your names correctly. All right, do you want to start?
Nailed it. Yes, sir. So first off, how you guys feeling?
Wow. Feeling good. Feeling like equal parts, kind of excited / nervous. But again, I was just telling to people it's a healthy nervous or nerves coming through. So it's awesome.
Feeling awesome. Awesome.
Feeling it. Yeah.
Am I asking a question? All right.
Yeah, you said.
Sorry, we're very new to this.
Hey.
So to start off, how did you each find your love for music?
Wow. Okay. That's,
Yeah, really heavy questions off the
no,
bat.
it goes back, middle school, just listening to music, and then.
Frankie Preston. Is it Frankie Preston and the Magic Strings? Or Freddie Preston?
Oh, that's a book that I read later in life, but that was an awesome one.
I personally think that it started from conception. Every human has a beating heart. That's why every human likes music. So like immediately, we were born and birthed into this world of music. Immediately. Do you remember a time before music?
No,
I
it's
don't
always been
either.
a part of my life, and so it's just natural that we fell into it, and our influences listening to music always helped us out. So.
Were you guys like taught how to play instruments like young? Because I know you guys are a band.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
what was your first one?
Guitar. So I started with guitar. I took formal lessons for a little bit, but hated it. They wanted me to do all these music theory things and play scales, and I just wanted to play music. I wanted to write songs. I wanted to play music, and kind of abandoned the lesson thing and started writing music.
Was that sort of similar for you?
Sorry to interrupt. Can we just move down a little bit? Just
way?
like, which way are we moving? This way? Yeah.
Okay.
Just like our viewers at home.
Are we good?
All right, sorry, what were you asking for?
So did
Roman?
you sort of start off the same-ish as him in terms of like music and like what instrument?
Like I said, I think probably. I honestly don't remember a time when he wasn't playing music. I don't remember a time I wasn't playing music. My father's a musician, so I was I just grew up with it. Yeah. I started with drums and everything started from there. I mean, everything's a drum. So
Everything is a drum.
Everything's a drum.
We both play percussion, and that's how we actually met each other and became friends.
Very cool.
So, yeah, music's very big to us too.
What drum do you play?
I play the marimba. I don't actually play the drum that much. I play the marimba. That's like the big one that makes different notes.
Yeah.
I grind on the snare though. Best snare player. Yeah.
Very
All
cool.
class.
He's very good at it.
Yeah, dude. I play tenors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very good at it. Really
Some
well
set
admit
stuff.
it.
Awesome.
So cool. Keep at it though. It'll lead to good things.
So in comparison to last year, you guys did change your name this year, right?
Yes.
We did.
We played this 3 years ago on a different name, and we've now rebranded and changed our name, and now it's New Love City. That's what we're going by.
What sort of inspired that name change, if you don't mind me asking?
You want to start?
Sure, yeah. A name is like, I think a lot of people in today's day and age can relate to labels and what you want to be called. So I think it's a big identifier, and Luca it no longer fit, it no longer felt right. It was an acronym, it was a scientific
Yes,
acronym
which is
that
cool.
we kind of assimilated with and liked, but
That's so cool.
and nobody knows. Everyone's like Luca, okay, like you're an Italian, a little Italian boy. But now, New Love City, it's this new thing. It's like neon and vibrant and colorful and inclusive. Love is the message. We want to build something like a city.
This new city
so,
we're building, surround
yeah,
ourselves with music and love, and create something different. So
yeah,
it feels right.
it feels right.
And you guys obviously have. I'm so sorry. Were you gonna say something?
I just had a question.
Okay.
What inspired the name of your song, which is Cookies, if I remember correctly?
Yes, cookies. It's about the crumbs that are left behind and
Oh.
following them in a sort of way, call it a love song,
Yeah.
call it
An addiction.
an addiction.
I'm a sucker for names that have meaning, so I'm very excited to see you guys perform.
Oh, thank you. That's exciting. We're excited to have people that are excited to hear us play.
Yes, and that's like the dream. We're up on this kind of stage. People are listening to us play our original song. We have the opportunity to play. It's awesome. It's really cool.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming down. It was an absolute pleasure to interview you.
Absolutely. I know you guys have
you so
everything
much.
in your hands, but it was a pleasure.
Hey.
And before you go, we actually have a gift for both of you.
We have goodie bags.
We have goodie
We have
bags.
goodie bags this year.
I gotta just, they're all kind of just,
This day just got
so one for each of you.
We think there's candy in there. There might be a fidget spinner. Not completely sure.
There's a fidget spinner. The fidget spinner's our favorite. All right, thank you so much, and best of luck tonight to both of you. We will be listening. We're gonna be in the audience watching after we finish up our red carpet.
See you.
All right. Hello, Gina.
How you doing tonight, Gina?
I love your dress. Oh my god.
Thank you.
All right, so your song choice. Remind me what song you're singing?
Wind Beneath My Wings.
And what inspired you to choose that song?
I don't know if it's so much inspiration as it is dedication. My mom just passed away in December from a really rare illness that kind of took us all off guard. And she always loved the song, and she grew up listening. Bette Midler and my mom were actually the same age, or are actually the same age. I think Bette Midler's 76 or 77, which was my mom's age. And so, I don't know, when I saw the bulletins in the hospital while I was visiting my mom, I said to myself, you know what, I love her so much, and this is like just a dedication to her and her spirit. And it's a song that she loves, and so that's why I'm here tonight.
Wow, that's really inspiring.
What a beautiful
I'm so sorry.
message. Yeah. So, in regards to the song, you said, who's the song by again? I'm so sorry.
Wind Beneath My Wings.
No, I'm sorry. Who's it by?
Bette Midler.
Who would you say were some of your other musical inspirations, like favorite artists?
All those women from that genre, like Barbra Streisand, Donna Summer, Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, all the balladeers, pretty much, and even rock artists like Pat Benatar and Stevie Nicks, and I'm trying to think of who else. Blondie, you name it. I'm an older gal, so I kind of go back to the 60s and 70s and 80s. That's kind of
Good age for music.
Yeah.
Very classic.
We heard you used to be a wedding singer.
Yes.
Wow. Did you always have the idea of performing on a bigger stage in mind while you were performing as a wedding singer?
I don't think it was so much an idea. It was just something that I enjoyed doing, and I didn't really get comfortable singing in front of people until I was probably in my mid to late 20s. Before that, I was like, but then once I realized I had a good enough talent to be able to do it, I was like, sure, no problem. And I kind of just decided I'll sing anywhere and everywhere. So when the wedding opportunity came, I jumped on it, and it gave me a lot of exposure. It exposed me to a lot of other musicians and a lot of bands, and it was just fun.
What
Making people happy.
What inspired you to audition for Morristown on Stage?
Mom, and to keep supporting the arts and help the Morristown Educational Foundation. All of that, really important. So.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time. It was an absolute pleasure interview, and we, of course, will be rooting for you tonight. Mrs. Crean! And Mr. Crean. The whole Crean family.
Hello,
it's so
Hi,
nice to see
you're gonna ask the question.
How are you?
We're doing well, a little bit.
I'm sorry, do you two know each other?
No, I don't know who she is.
Not sure. What's your name?
What's your name?
Lily?
No. No.
You're my son.
Yes. Yes, I am.
He's not the favorite, though. How are you? I'm good. How are you? How many years have you been coming? Is this your first year watching Morristown on Stage?
It's not. We have been coming to Morristown on Stage, I think, for 10 years now.
10?
10 years.
You've been watching this 10 years?
For a long time. We've always wanted to support the MEF. We love the Morris School District. We are incredibly impressed by the offerings that they give to our children. And the Morris Educational Foundation has given so much to the school district that we've always wanted to support them. We also love that it's a really great community event that brings everyone together, and we get to cheer for our favorite people.
Would you say that as you keep coming every year, the show just only manages to get better, or it takes a turn a couple of years, but then ultimately manages just...
Oh, absolutely. The parents who come together for the foundation, I know, have meetings all year long. They work so hard to put this event together. It's an enormous undertaking, and they put so much love into it. And so I think that love only grows exponentially, and I think the community that surrounds us feels that love and wants to be a part of the event every year.
Do you have anyone in particular you're rooting for tonight?
I don't. I like to watch the show with an open mind, and I like to see who I like the best, and then I vote.
All right, well, thank you so much, Mrs. Cran, for talking with us today, and everyone we interview gets a little gift bag.
Exclusive gift
The best part is the fidget spinner. You got a little fidget spinner.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. That was my mother, if no one picked up on the little...
You should have taken that kiss, man.
Do you want it?
I mean...
Do you want it?
So, as we just heard, you've been a long-time supporter of Morristown on Stage, is that correct?
Yes, long-time supporter of the MEF.
And what's sort of been inspiring you to keep coming back every year, keep contributing, keep watching?
Well, we very much believe in the goals and the mission of the MEF. We have a scholarship with the MEF. We believe in the school district. We believe in the diversity and the breadth of the school district. So we're believers.
And how many years have you been coming to Morristown on Stage?
Probably 10.
10? Oh my gosh.
This is about the same amount as her mom, who we just interviewed before, so...
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, just to bring up her mom one more time to bother her. Yeah. So, out of all the acts that you've seen, because obviously you've seen a lot, has there been like any specific sort that you thought of, stood out? Like maybe the solo acts, the singers, dancers, any personal favorites?
I'll tell you my favorite. And if Debbie or Molly or Chrissy or somebody's here, they could remember who it was. But there were three. You might know them. Do you know the Wozniaks?
I think Arthur.
Arthur, yes.
Arthur, yeah.
Arthur
Oh.
and
His sister.
and Arthur's a twin.
Yeah, so
Arthur's a twin.
Izzy, his sister.
Yeah, and her older sister is Sophia,
Yeah.
who is at Penn.
Lovely family.
Yeah, and they had an act, the three of them performing together, and I think the song they did was "Some Nights." I forget who the original was for "Some Nights." You probably know the song, but it was fabulous.
We're actually very well versed with Arthur and his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were both in marching band, of course we do that.
And theater with
And
us,
theater,
so
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
they were they're all very, very nice people.
Well, thank you so much for coming down. It was absolutely amazing getting your input, and we hope to see you in the show. That was incredible. I did not expect to hear Arthur's name tonight.
Honestly, Arthur, if you're watching, by some chance.
By some chance.
And Izzy, we miss you. Miss you both.
No one could replace you guys, even though I'm very much replacing Arthur next year.
Yeah. We're excited. So, who are you rooting for?
Jazz band, 100%.
Jazz band. So they're gonna hate that we're shouting them out, but Eric Otiano and CJ Janessi, did not forget your last name. They are both part of the broadcasting club. Eric is a co-chief sound engineer for me for WJSV, and CJ is one of my apprentices. So they are both performing today in the jazz band, and so I think I'm rooting for the jazz band.
Yeah. And just like, not a lot of people know this. I'm not sure if you know this, but I am actually also in the jazz band.
In the jazz? Why are you not performing tonight?
Well, you know, They didn't need me tonight. They have another drummer. His name is Sean. He's absolutely
Sean
amazing.
is very talented.
Oh, we love Sean.
Not that you're not talented, but
No, it's okay. Just say I'm not talented. Just say it right in front of the camera that I'm not talented.
No.
But yeah, I'm absolutely
Very talented.
yes. No, wait, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm very, very excited to see the jazz band tonight, and I'm very excited to see what they do, how they sing, how they perform. Just overall, very excited.
Also, I'm also very excited to see the people from Cinderella perform, because I know we also have a couple broadcasting friends in that. Emma Ramirez, one of our executive producers. So yes, thank you, because you guys help make this show possible, and we just want to give you your own little moment in the sun on our Colonial Corner YouTube channel, which you should subscribe to. We just hit 1,000 subscribers.
We did just hit 1,000.
It's very cool.
We're never going to stop praising that, are we?
We're never, because 1,000 is a lot of people. So many people. Oh my goodness. We've had quite a busy day.
We have. I feel exhausted. I don't know what just hit me.
You guys do not know. We were like talking to each other on the phone last night, rehearsing, making sure that we're ready
all
for today.
these questions. We had to make
All
sure.
night. All night. Not all night. We were not rehearsing all night.
Yeah.
Making sure that we were ready for you guys to view it.
Came up with questions and different interviews, everything we could possibly.
Very excited. We have another. Lori Kim. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Nice to be here tonight.
So, how are you doing tonight?
I'm great. This is such a great experience. We're just thrilled to be part of this special program. So, yeah. Did you have certain questions or?
Yeah. So obviously you are here for the theater department. Is that correct?
I'm here for the theater department. I'm also here for my children and also to support the arts tonight. We are just such big fans of MEF. Several years ago, my daughters were finalists, and we were coming from Morris Plains and had no idea about the Morrisette Foundation and everything they do. And it left an indelible impression on us. And we just really can't believe how many programs, scholarships, grants that they provide to the schools that really fund across all the disciplines. So we're here for the arts tonight, but we're also here for what the MEF does all year long. So
I'm so sorry, but we're having our technical directors tell us that we need to face so like we can see the camera and just be in the light. It's like a little bit.
How many years in total would you say that you think you've been coming to Morristown on stage?
probably about 5 years since my daughters were in as finalists. We were hooked after the first experience, right? Because not only do the finalists have a wonderful experience, and it develops them, and it's a positive experience, but also being in the audience and seeing really what they're able to achieve, and then also knowing how all the funding from the sponsors, every ticket holder, advertisers goes towards so many good things. So there's always a real high energy in the audience that is just contagious. So you want to be part of it, you want to be supporting it, and I think we'll be coming for years to come.
This is all about finding it from that different perspective, right? Whether you're looking for someone specifically on stage, just enjoying it from a completely new perspective, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you know, even if we don't know, even if I personally don't have my children in there, we know people who are part of the MPAC Performing Arts Company who may be finalists, people who we've met, you know, alumni or others, but also just as community members who can come out and support the arts, and MPAC too, because it really is both MEF and MPAC, and it's a great partnership. So we're just so happy to be here tonight. It's one of those things that we kind of rally for to come. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming down. It was an absolute pleasure interviewing. Before you do leave, we have a wonderful
little gifts
little
basket,
goodie bag. Yeah.
like candy and like a fidget spinner, which we love the fidget spinner. We've been praising.
Also
so,
love
so
the
good
jacket
to see you.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you? Nice to see you.
I see you too. So, is this your first year coming to Morristown on stage?
This is, because I just started in January and I am so excited, never seen the event before. Can't wait.
Is there anyone, any act specifically that you're thinking of just might be a good act for the night?
I can't pick a favorite, but I did preview the 12 acts. I watched the video that you guys did, the promo video, outstanding, and you made everybody
Thank you.
super excited for the night.
We're excited. Trying to think of a question. So, was it like an election for superintendent? I don't really know how that works.
Yeah, so it's a political position, but it's not an election. The Board of Education takes you through an interview process just like any other job. So it's a process that takes a few months, and it was a wonderful opportunity to learn more about the district.
What made you want to be superintendent?
So I've been a superintendent for about 12 years, and I started as a high school history teacher. And the Morristown superintendent in the Morris School District, rather, is top in the state. Who wouldn't want to be here? Best job ever.
And so far, how do you think the Morristown experience has been, maybe compared to any other positions you might have had?
People here are incredibly kind. Everybody you talk to wants to know how can they help you, what can they do to make the experience better. So it's been phenomenal.
Well, thank you so much for coming down. Absolute pleasure interviewing you. Before you leave,
we
do
a
have
little goodie bag
a
for
small
you.
goodie bag for you.
Oh, thank
It has a fidget spinner, a little bit of candy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We love the fidget spinner. I'm talking it up.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much for letting us interview, and have a great night. Oh, wow, we've been
We're
talking.
rocking these things
We
out.
are going so
pumping
well. Look
these
at this
interviews
guy.
out. We got this.
And now there's so much more people than before.
We got John Nolan from Colonial
John.
Corner coming down. John Nolan, how are you feeling tonight? How are you tonight?
How are you doing
what
tonight?
are you tonight? Tell us everything, please.
I feel so famous. Like, I see the flash photography and like
Everyone wants to see John Nolan.
Carpenter.
Hello, so right now we're interviewing people on the red carpet at Morristown on stage for our first year this year.
Very excited, very awesome experience. Something definitely new that we're thinking about pursuing further. Yeah. Right now we got our boy John Nolan here.
He is one of our executive producers.
Yes.
Producers for Colonial Corner and one of the station managers for WJSV.
I saw the lights and the red carpet. I wanted to see what it felt like to be famous, and I feel famous now in front of the lights, in front of the cameras. And I'm so glad to be here. What a great event.
Yeah.
MEF's doing great. It's just a blast.
We're having so much fun here tonight. Very exciting to have you here. Are you rooting for anyone here tonight?
I'm rooting for everybody to have a good time. I hope everybody wins. I hope everybody performs well. I hope Colonial Corner has a good show. I hope WJSV has a good show. Speaking of, I should probably get back over there because there's actual people with talents that need to be interviewed. So I appreciate it. I wish I got the memo that we were dressing nice. I didn't get that.
Viewers at home, what is your name?
Madeline Glazer, but I go by Maddie.
And Maddie, how you feeling tonight?
Great. I'm excited to see everything that's going on.
Are you rooting for anyone in particular here tonight?
Julia Kama, Ali, my friend Naomi, and basically Cinderella.
So really just the whole theater department.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes, I'm also very excited. I do have friends who are performing in the Cinderella halftime performance. I think, is it halftime?
I think it's at the end this time.
Is that the end this time?
Yeah, it's at the
Interesting.
end. A lot of the judges.
And is this your first year watching Morristown on stage?
No, third year actually.
Third year. Nice. And what keeps making you come back each year? What's pushing you back here?
Basically, once I was convinced my mom because she performed here in 2017, and then Charlotte, Julia, and Anna Grace performed here, and now I'm just calling people on, watching.
Well, thank you so much for coming down. Absolute pleasure interviewing you. Before you go, we
have
do
a little
have
present for you, a little goodie
a
bag.
little gift bag.
It has a fidget spinner. We love the fidget spinner.
Hit for the kiddos.
It's our favorite part.
Good.
Good. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm great. It's nice to be here. When I was working at the high school, I came every year. So I've been retired now since 2016, and I wanted to come back.
How many shows would you say that you've been to in total for Morristown on stage?
Everyone up until 16. Then I retired. I separated for a little while. This is my second one back.
Amazing.
How many?
Glad you're back.
How many years were you vice principal?
I was at the high school for 35 years and the vice principal for 20.
Wow, that is some commitment. That's very
nice. You know, I kidded 2016 class. It took them 4 years to graduate. It took me 35.
Yeah. And would you say that there's any act that you're specifically coming for tonight? Anyone you're
Just to see the performance, and basically just to support MEF. It does such a tremendous job for the district. I was always on the receiving end, you know, through the school and the programs, and now I'm back trying to work with them to give back a little.
Sort of getting a different perspective, just infuse all you can to the township?
Excuse me?
Sort of just with a different perspective, trying to do all you can?
Yeah, just to give back a little bit to what gave me so much joy in my career. You know?
That's a
You
great
guys
message.
are what grade?
Or juniors.
Yes. Do you have more people?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, come on
Sure.
over, guys.
I don't know how much space we're gonna have.
Part of the Morristown Sure.
Yes.
He's like, all right. Yeah. Now we got a whole crew here. We got
All right, so wow.
Neil, Kevin. We're all from Provident Bank, and we're happy to be here and happy to sponsor this great foundation. What you guys do to the community is absolutely amazing.
Thank you. And how many years have you been supporting Morristown on stage?
Over 45 years. So we've actually partnered with the MEF when Mr. Wiley was one of our founding chairmen on our board. So as Provident Bank, we just feel it's important to give back to the community, and what you guys sponsor and what you guys represent is the most amazing thing we can ever imagine.
Thank you. And do you guys have anyone in particular you're looking to support tonight?
Oh, Kev, any winners? Oh, I don't know. All right, he wants to talk there.
Oh, New Love City?
Yes.
We actually interviewed them earlier. It was very nice.
Oh, so we got a front runner over here. Yeah, all right, so we're going Ross there.
We got some New Love City supporters. We have some friends in the MHS Jazz Ensemble, so I think we're personally going to be rooting for
We're
them.
very excited to see the play at halftime, just sort of like...
Yeah, the Cinderella
get the crowd up,
performance.
See, look, this is news to me. My first time coming here, and working with Molly and Jolie at the foundation, you guys have just been fantastic. So we really appreciate everything.
Ooh, so we got...
Ella's parents, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So we gotta be extra nice because they are sponsoring our red carpet here.
We gotta be extra nice. Because we haven't been being nice before, you know us.
No, extra
Mean.
nice. No, we've been so nice. Oh my gosh. So many people here tonight. I think we have the Linder family. Hello.
So you can just come right in the middle here.
Just in the middle, just in between us.
All right.
Hello. And you guys are the Linder family?
We are. We're two of them.
You guys are sponsoring our red carpet here tonight. Thank you so much.
It's a great event.
Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe your daughter is performing tonight?
Yes, Ella is performing. Yep, this is her second year.
And compared to the first year, how do you feel about her coming on stage? Any mixed feelings?
She has come such a long way in a year. She has so much more confidence, and you'll see some really nice stage presence. And just overall, she's more confident, and she's singing a great song tonight. So it should be a great.
Very excited to see it.
Yeah.
And how many years have you guys been coming to Morristown on stage?
That'll be at least 5 years.
Oh, more than 5 years.
7. It's a great event. I mean, they do it so well. The cause is fantastic, and the talent is always amazing.
Would you guys say that the talent has sort of increased in quality as the more you come?
I don't think I've ever seen talent that was not quality up on that stage.
Well, obviously peaking with your daughter.
Yes. I think every year something changes here that makes the whole event even more special. Yeah.
And what made you initially want to first start supporting Morristown on stage?
I mean, that's a really easy one, actually. The MEF has given both of our daughters the opportunity to perform on that stage. And without them, we wouldn't have had this experience, and it's been really life-changing for both of them. Everyone is, yeah. So we're very grateful for the opportunity for our girls.
Oh my
gosh, look at you! Do you know who I am?
Of course I do.
Hello. Thank you so much.
So how would you say you're doing tonight?
How am I doing tonight? I'm great. I'm so psyched to be here. All the amazing talent. My good friend's band is going to be in the show, but I know this is like, what is this, the 16th anniversary or something like
I think
that?
16th. I'm
And,
not sure.
I just love it. It's a great night.
Would you say there's any act that you've come to support specifically tonight?
Any act specific? Yes, the Mountain Jam Band. My friend is in that band, and Ella Lindner, I know she's been in the show a couple of times, and her sister's been in the show, so I know that she's like a repeat, and she's really excited. But they're all just great acts, yeah.
And how many years have you been coming to Morristown on stage?
So my daughter's a freshman in college, and I've been coming since she was in kindergarten.
Wow, that's
12 years? Yeah, it's a lot of fun. When you guys were this big.
Yeah.
You're really, really tiny. Well, thank you so much for supporting everyone.
All right, thank you all so much for watching. We had an absolute blast doing this. You've been watching the live stream of Colonial, not live stream. You've been watching Colonial Corner live. We don't really know what it is.
We don't know what's happening.
One
But
time,
we've had so much fun tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
Peace.